The Book of Ezekiel, a wild ride through visions, wheels, and valley of bones. The Book of Ezekiel is like the Marvel movie of the Bible, packed with crazy visions, jaw-dropping moments, and some plot twists that would make even the most die-hard superhero fans sit up and say, "Wait, what just happened?" If you've ever opened Ezekiel and thought, "Why is there a bunch of eyes on wheels? And why is this guy cooking his food over poop?" You're not alone. But trust me, once you dive in, it's hard not to get hooked. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into one of the wildest prophetic books in the Bible. Who was Ezekiel? First off, Ezekiel was a prophet, which is a fancy word for someone who hears from God and tells people what's up, whether they want to hear it or not. Think of him like the ultimate "I told you so" friend. Ezekiel lived around the same time as another famous Bible prophet, Jeremiah, and together, these guys were like the dynamic duo of prophecy. Ezekiel was a priest living in Babylon because the Israelites had been exiled, and God picked him to deliver some pretty intense messages to his people. But Ezekiel wasn't your run-of-the-mill prophet, standing on a soapbox yelling at people to repent. No, Ezekiel was more like the guy who shows up at a costume party dressed as a literal burning bush. He had style, he had flair, and his visions? Oh boy, they were next level. Buckle up. The vision of the wheels. Ezekiel 1. Ezekiel kicks things off with what might be the most confusing vision in the entire Bible. A stormy wind, 4 creatures with 4 faces each. Yup, you heard that right. And wheels covered in eyes. It's like if Picasso had a fever dream and decided to turn it into an art exhibit. The wheels could move in any direction without turning, which, in ancient times, was basically like inventing self-driving cars. And there was fire and lightning everywhere. But what's the point of all this craziness? Well, it's a vision of God's presence. The wheels represent God's ability to move and work anywhere, anytime. Kind of like how you can order Taco Bell at 2 a.m. through DoorDash. It's a reminder that God is always in control, even when things seem a little extra. Ezekiel's quirky performance art. Ezekiel 4 and 5. Now let's get to the part where Ezekiel's prophetic methods get interesting. Imagine waking up one morning and God tells you, "Hey Ezekiel, here's the plan. I need you to build a tiny model of Jerusalem, then lay down on your left side for 390 days. Oh, and by the way, you'll be eating food cooked over poop." Yes, this actually happened. And no, I'm not making it up. Ezekiel's performance art was God's way of showing the Israelites what would happen to them if they didn't get their act together. The 390 days represented the number of years Israel had been disobedient. And the food on poop situation? That symbolized the nasty conditions they'd experience in exile. Now, Ezekiel was understandably not thrilled about cooking his meals this way, and who would be? So he begged God to at least switch the poop for something less gross. God agreed and let him use cow dung instead. This is where I imagine Ezekiel sighing with relief, saying, "Thanks God, you really know how to cut a guy a break." The Valley of Dry Bones, Ezekiel 37. Just when you thought things couldn't get more intense, Ezekiel hits us with the Valley of Dry Bones, one of the most epic scenes in the Bible. Picture this. Ezekiel is led by God to a valley full of bones. Think of it like walking through the world's creepiest Halloween store, but worse. God then asks Ezekiel, "Can these bones live?" Ezekiel, probably trying not to sound sarcastic, answers, "Only you know, God." God tells Ezekiel to prophesy to the bones. And as Ezekiel speaks, the bones start rattling and coming together. Ligaments, flesh, and skin all form until the bones become a massive army. It's like The Walking Dead, but way less gross and a lot more miraculous. God brings the bones to life as a symbol of how he's going to bring Israel back from exile and restore them to life. The lesson here? No situation is too hopeless for God. If he can bring an army of skeletons to life, he can handle your bad day, that failed test, or whatever drama you're dealing with. Seriously. The Temple Vision. Ezekiel 40 to 48. In the last chapters of Ezekiel, we're taken on a tour of a future temple that's beyond massive. Ezekiel goes into excruciating detail about the measurements, which honestly feels like reading the instruction manual for an IKEA bookshelf that you know you're never going to finish assembling. But don't fall asleep just yet. This temple vision is a big deal. Why? Because it's about restoration. After all the doom and gloom, God gives Ezekiel a vision of hope, a time when God's presence will dwell among his people again, and everything will be as it should be. It's like the ultimate redemption arc, reminding us that God's story always ends in victory, even if the middle chapters look pretty bleak. Ezekiel's strange actions and important messages. Let's be real. Ezekiel's methods were unique. From cooking food over poop to shaving his head with a sword, Ezekiel was all about show, don't tell. But his strange actions had deep meanings. His messages weren't just for shock value. They were God's way of getting the attention of people who had gotten way too comfortable with ignoring him. Ezekiel's story teaches us that sometimes God asks us to do things that might seem a little wild, uncomfortable, or straight up weird. Maybe it's stepping out of your comfort zone to help someone in need. Maybe it's standing up for what's right when everyone else is going the wrong way. Or maybe it's something as simple but terrifying as sharing your faith with a friend. Whatever it is, Ezekiel's life reminds us that God's plans, even the strange ones, are always worth it. So in conclusion, Ezekiel's wild, eye-opening adventure. The Book of Ezekiel is an intense roller coaster ride filled with mind-boggling visions, strange but meaningful acts, and powerful messages of hope and restoration. Sure, there are a few moments where you'll scratch your head and wonder if Ezekiel was the original creator of abstract art, but underneath all the wheels with eyes and valley of bones is a profound message. God is always in control. He can bring life from death, and He is faithful to restore what's broken. So next time you feel like your life is spinning out of control, remember Ezekiel and the God who commands the winds, bones, and yes, even wheels with eyes.